Well, in other news, the ANC in North West says they're winning the war against non-functioning and dysfunctional municipalities. The province was talking today following its first Provincial Executive Committee meeting after its last conference. The North West PEC was elected last week during the second leg of the Provincial Elective Conference, officials vowing to perform a turnaround to improve service delivery. Our reporter Refiloe Seboko in Rustenburg at the meeting. Refiloe, good afternoon to you. What message from the North West ANC today?
Good afternoon, Stephen, and let me just welcome the Deputy Chairperson of the ANC in the Northwest Province, Lazi Mokhosi, to tell us how they have been able to stabilize the situation in the Northwest Province. Deputy Chair, thank you so much and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. You have been 2 weeks in the office and you have already said that you are winning the war in terms of stabilizing the politics in the Northwest Province. What have you done so far?
Thank you very much. I think we should also start by saying we welcome the support of the majority of branches of the ANC to have shown us the confidence that we should lead in this renewal and rebuilding and unity of the African National Congress. Well, of course, when we took office in the past 2 weeks, we had red flag areas. The best of them all was Ditsobotla. So far, what we have done in Ditsobotla, you will recall we had 2 municipal managers, 2 mayors, 2 speakers. As I speak to you now, the situation is stabilized. The municipality is back in order. The mayor of the ANC, after local government election, she's back. The speaker, also she's back. What has happened is that the 2 municipal managers who were there, their contracts ended today. We have since spoken to the Premier and the MEC responsible. We have agreed on a secondment from the department so that we stabilize administration, so that equitable share that was withheld by the department should be activated to ensure that there is service delivery in that area, and also to ensure that the workers are paid, so that there must be some form of stabilization in the administration in that institution. So far, so good in terms of Ditsobotla. We have already met few municipalities, I think about 5. We have met Kagisan Molopo. We have discussed with the councillors of the ANC and we have instructed them that in 7 days we must have 1 mayor, 1 speaker. And we have also agreed with the department and the Premier that we should look at how do we support the administration of Kagisan Molopo. In Mamusa, we have agreed that in the next 7 days also, which is expiring from the meeting we held this coming Friday, the Speaker of the ANC, who was appointed by the ANC after the local government elections, he must also be reinstated. So far, so good in terms of municipalities.
In terms of finances, as you are saying, we also had an issue of the party not being good, the finances not being good for the organization, and also the treasurer mentioning that employees as well of the organization this month and next month, their payment might be delayed by 5 to 10 days.
Yes, when we took over, the account of the ANC had no money. Thus far, what we have assured the employees of the ANC is that we are stabilizing their finances. For this month and next month, as the treasurer said, we may have a delay in their payments, but from November going upwards, we believe that we would have stabilized, developed a sustainable cash in the organization to ensure that there is certainty in terms of them getting their salaries on a monthly basis as expected.
Are there issues, let me touch on the issue of premiership. Are there discussions around premiership, around the EXCO in the province? And also we heard the chairperson talking about the leadership, or the current leadership, as there are preparations for the national conference in December. To say, are there talks in that in the premiership in the Northwest Province? And also, are you in support? Does that mean you are looking forward to the current President Cyril Ramaphosa going for the second term?
What we said in this PEC today, we reiterated the fact that in a conference we elected leaders of the ANC. We did not elect premiers in the conference. What we have done to date, we have been preoccupied with stabilization of the political part and the administrative part. And therefore, the issue of the premiership as to whether the premier must go or not go, never arisen. It's not even in our vocabulary, as I said in the press conference. What we are busy now is stabilization of the institution, ensuring that there is discipline in the organization, and therefore, on a regular basis, we will evaluate performance of government and municipalities, and we have established a unit in the chairperson's office of monitoring and evaluation, which we believe that it will assist us in terms of how regularly are we going to assess performance of our deployees. If there is a need for any intervention at a later stage in a particular municipality or in the provincial government, the necessary process will be followed. But so far, it's not even an issue that is under discussion.
Do you think as the ANC in the province, you will be able to win the issue of unity, seeing that there are disgruntled members and there are also issues of litigation, other members taking the party to court and not settling for fighting within or resolving issues within the party? We see the ANC Youth League, they'll be going to court. Do you think you are on par in terms of bringing unity in the party?
We believe that, unity is a process and rebuilding is a process. ANC has more than 300 members in the province, and the ANC is a very big organization. Now, individuals have their own rights if they feel aggrieved to go to court and so forth. But as an organization, we always encourage our members to explore internal democratic process of the organization, where there are disputes or disagreements and so on, because we believe that's the only way how to resolve. We don't want to have activists of the court. We want to have activists of the ANC. But that does not say if a member at any point feels that he's still aggrieved, he's not happy, cannot go to court. We have taken a view that we will engage all members of the ANC, those who contested, those who are taking us to court, as members of the ANC, because I still maintain that as an organization, they will give us space to engage and see how far can we resolve the problem. But we believe that we may not be in a position to have a sense of unity by agreeing with people. There must be a sense of unity of purpose. And that unity of purpose is to ensure that the ANC at all material times comes first. Thank you very much.
Mr. Mokhosi, thank you so much for your time. That is Deputy Chairperson of the ANC in the North West Province, Lazi Mokhosi, Stephen, and like he's saying that the issue of unity remains one at the top of their list of priorities. And also we heard from Nonomaloyi to saying that there's no time to waste time. They are on the ground, they are singing from the hymn book, the same hymn book, they are on the same page in terms of stabilizing the North West Province politics, so that the main issue that they also need to focus on is issue of stabilizing the province, so that residents of the Northwest Province are not inconvenienced, especially when it comes to issues of service delivery. He did also mention that they'll be visiting different municipalities to make sure that they get their house in order.
Refiloe Seboko, our reporter in Rustenburg, thank you very much indeed.